Can you hear me? Hello? I literally just woke up. Oh man. Oh! What do you mean, what the hell? What are you talking about? What do you mean, what the hell? We can hear you. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for the warm good morning. We're doing a tier list. All right? Friends, gather round. Children, gather around. We're doing a tier list. Are you ready? All right. If there are like Lando fans that are like hanging out, I desperately tried to get him to do this tier list, and he was like, maybe, but he ended up like not doing it. What a morbid tier list. You know, I think word for word Lando said that. He's like, I don't know, man. I think it's a little bit too much. And I was like, what? It's so good. Is that some crippling social anxiety in your pocket, or are you just happy to see us? It's up there. It's definitely up there. Snoo snoo! Death by snoo snoo. Yeah, I'm a little like, I'm kind of sleepy. I think I think I need to rest, but I don't want to rest. So I'm just gonna do like, I'm gonna do what I can. It's the perfect balance of messed up, kind of. No sleep stream. Did I sleep? A little bit? I don't know. Rando and Lando. No beverages in the morning? I should be making tea, but I feel like it's too late now. It's too late. Okay, thank you for joining me. Did we stay up all night playing Apex? We actually did not. We had like a little bit of a chat. Like, you know, I mean, you know, we talk shop. We're talking about like how happy we are with everything. And then I think he went to eat. I think he went to like go buy something to eat or something like that. And then I tried to sleep, but I couldn't. I was just like laying in bed. Dude, Chrono Cross is so good. Anyway. Okay. So I'm sure you guys have read like what's on the screen already, right? I'm doing a tier list to start off with, and it's the worst ways to die tier list. And let's go over like the tiers, and then I guess we'll just like jump into it, okay? You probably couldn't sleep because of the morphine. A new Dojin tag. No. Listen. Morphine is incredible, right? Morphine is incredible. How could you not? Okay. So these are the tiers. Joke's on you. I'm into that shit. There's probably gonna be like nothing. Like I'm not gonna make this a bit. I'll give you my serious opinion on all of these methods of dying. I'm just gonna tell you right now, there's probably gonna be nothing on this tier. There's gonna be like zero, nothing. There's gonna be like nothing, okay? Like I will take this seriously, and like you could actually like post this, and I wouldn't be like, that was a bit, that was out of context, because you know I do that a lot. I do tend to do a fair bit of like G lighting and just be like, it was just a joke. You're taking it too seriously. But like I would be like, yeah, pretty much, right? Okay, all right. So probably nothing on Jokes on You. I'm into that shit because I just, contrary to like what I say, I don't want to die. I don't. Pretty clip. Yeah, absolutely. Acceptable. There might be something on this level because there has to be, right? And I think for me, my generally what I'm going to judge like worst to best is like the most important thing is like how quickly do I die from this? You guys can agree with me, right? Like even if it's like a really horrifying conceptually horrifying way to die, if you die like really quickly, then it's like who gives a shit, right? Like do what you want with my corpse. I just don't care, right? As compared to like a really slow death where like it doesn't really hurt that much, but it's gonna take like 50 hours. That's like a terrible death, right? Yeah. And then the second one is like pain, right? So it's like if you die instantly and there's no pain, that's an acceptable death for me. If I die instantly, but like it's a very painful death, so like in my brain for like 1/50th of a second, like I feel the most intense pain ever and I shit myself as I'm dying, then that would probably be mid, right? That would probably be mid. I'd much rather not is like it's not quick and it's painful and it's like wow, no, right? Social death. That's my secret, Captain. I've always been socially dead. Right? +1 add fed to llamas. And then please God no, he's like, wow, that's a really like inventive way to die. Right? This death is incredibly mid, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Okay. Chug 3 bags. Okay. And we go in. Lethal injection. I kind of feel like lethal injection, the worst part of it, isn't the actual death. It's like the lead up, right? Because like you spend an indeterminate amount of time like in a jail cell, like knowing, and then like they feed you, and some asshole comes and like tries to talk to you about like the afterlife. It's like, right? It's like just get on with it. Unless it's botched. I've heard about that, which is terrifying, right? Like definitely like mid or acceptable. If we're talking about like the lead up as well, I'd say mid. If it's like, if I like spawn into the room that they like strap me down in, then acceptable, right? What do you guys think? Do I spawn into like the dying room? Bottom tier? Really? Depends on the substance. What if they like lethally inject me with like kerosene? If the cocktail is wrong, you feel every bit of pain and it's extremely painful. Let's just assume that it's properly administered, right? Let's assume that every single one of these like methods of death is properly administered by I don't know. Yeah, like they get the top tier executioner in the world in this method, and then they like, yeah. What if it's morphine? Mid, I don't really like injections. You know, definitely I was with you as like an orkling, as a child, and I think all the way up until my teenage years, I like hated injections like needles and stuff like that, right? But I started to like, I don't know, something about like the concept of an injection was just like, you know what? This is kind of like metal. I kind of like this. What if it's pure alcohol? I think it's like absurd to expect myself to just like spawn into the room, right? Then again, like the stuff behind it is not the actual way to die, right? I would consider this acceptable. But I understand if you're like, you're crazy, right? You're crazy. This is for sure bottom tier. Do you guys know what this is? I don't know how to pronounce it because I'm not like a Roman citizen. Is it Roman or is it Greek? I'm an idiot. And like, I was not properly educated, so I mix up like Roman and Greek stuff like all the time. I think it's Roman. Okay, Ribians. Poenacule. Poenacule is a really fucked up method of death where the executioners take a giant leather bag, and then they put you into the bag, and then they put in 4 animals. It's like a dog, a snake, a pig, and like a 4th animal that I don't remember. They put like 4 animals into a bag with you that are alive. Then they sew the bag shut and throw you into the ocean. A squirrel, right? That's a method of execution where they basically sew you into a leather bag with 4 animals and throw you into the ocean. A dog, a snake, a monkey, and a chicken. Got it. How is that mid? It is absolutely not mid. I put everything in mid and then I go down, right? Now, that is like an absolutely horrifying way to die, right? But I'd like to... Can I can I like... I told you I would take this absolutely seriously, but I want to... If you could make peace with the snake and the monkey, right? or if you could do like some like charisma checks, if you could do like deception or persuasion or whatever, and you could turn the monkey and the snake against each other, right? If you could turn them against each other, like it's not a bad way to die. Like if you've got like your best friend, a doggo, and like a good meal, the chicken, right? Think about it. Think about it. Come on. No? Not when you're all drowning? Sorry, but the tier list area and text is super tiny. Makes my... Is there anywhere you can make it bigger? Can I make it even bigger? All right, well, I could remove the worst ways to die and just make it like even bigger. Let's try that. I will attempt to meet you halfway. Just make it bigger. Is that better? Is that acceptable? How's that? Better? I think that's about as big as I can make it, because it's like encroaching onto my orb, right? It's encroaching onto my fucking orb. So like, I don't think I can make it any bigger than that. Okay. All right, we're back into it, boys. Okay. So like, my initial reaction is like, obviously like, no, God, no, please, no, right? But like, think about it. Think about it. Like, the snake could bite you. The snake could bite you, and that would be like bad. The monkey could go wild, buck wild, and like rip your face off, and that would be bad. But if you could form a truce with the snake and the monkey, or you could like turn them against each other so they're focused on each other and they leave you alone, and then hopefully the one that's like that's the victor is like weak and you could take them out, and the only animals that are left are you, the dog, and the chicken, then you die with your best friend and a good meal, right? Bro, I'm so scared of monkeys. Me too. I watched a movie about, it's like a horror movie about like an alien or some shit, but like there's a part in the beginning where like a monkey just like goes buck wild and kills like 8 people, And it's just like, wow. Anyway. Like the initial is like absolutely bottom tier. But I'm trying to like argue, I'm trying to debate with you guys and like push it up to I'd rather not. Because I feel like I should save that bottom tier for something that's like even worse. What do you think? What do you think about it? Use the snake as a weapon? Like a whip? Apes together strong! You're gonna eat a raw chicken? That's actually true. I would argue that like, is this a method of execution? This is a method of like dying? I guess the chicken wouldn't taste that good. What if I had like a backpacking stove and I could like roast that motherfucker. Whip that nope rope. Get high on snake venom. I'm inclined to be like, I'd much rather not. Quartering. Oh, that's definitely like, no, God, please no, right? This is exactly what I was talking about, right? Like, this is really bad, right? But this is definitely like, whoo! I mean, it might be quick. I don't think quartering was done quickly, right? Wait, explain what it is? I mean, you're basically just ripped to pieces. Alive. You're basically just ripped to pieces alive. Yeah. It is source, I made it up. My biggest fear is being cut in half by a midget with a chainsaw. I think that would be a pretty bad way to die. Let me think about that. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, how hot is your murderer, right? Well, think about it. That's so specific. Moderately hot? Then I would put that in like mid. I would put that in mid. Okay. So some of these I actually don't know what they are. I'm gonna need people to like help me, right? Quartering is definitely like bottom tier. How hot is the monkey? Caesar! Caesar! Come back! Okay. What the fuck is this? Scapism. What is that? What is it? Mild inconvenience? What is it? Scapism, or the boats, was a method of execution where the condemned was sandwiched between two canoes or halves of a log, force-fed milk and honey, and left in the middle of a stagnant body of water? What the fuck? Basically, you shit yourself until you die? I mean, like, usually I have control over how I shit myself, but that's like just me every day of the week, brother, right? You would rot in your own juices. Definitely bottom tier, right? A Nurgle situation, I understand, yeah. The person that thought this up, the person that thought up this method of execution would have definitely have been way into Made in the Abyss. You know what I'm talking about? Made in Abyss. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. I mean, like, think about like how simple it is compared to these two, right? I'm inclined to say, actually, is it better or worse than being sewed into like a bag with animals? Probably like here. Stoning takes a while. I can take it. What kind of stone? Is this the execution tier list? No, it's the worst ways to die tier list. Because some of these are not like executions, right? Like starvation is not execution. It's just the way to die. Mid. I know that like it's pretty bad. So I'm inclined to put it on the same level as like this. Sometimes simple is just as bad. Would you want to get hit by 10 big rocks or 1,000 small rocks? How is that even a question? It's like 10 big rocks is way better, right? You can fight the rocks. If it was one big boulder, it might be jokes on you, I'm into that shit. I could get like the most gnarly final bit in. If like the boulder was high up enough, right? 1,000 small rocks, I can take it. Anyway, I'm inclined to say like I'd much rather not. I'm not gonna put stoning on the same level as these two. Like sicko bullshit. Chris Redfielded. 1,000 small rocks is better? Really? I don't want to die at all. I'm just hanging. Hanging is, I'm inclined to say like this might be our first mid, right? The danger of hanging is not, it's not like if you break your neck with your own weight, then like very little suffering, right? The problem is if it doesn't break your neck and you're basically being strangled, right? But I'm gonna assume that it's being administered by like a competent hangman and I will break my neck. I'm inclined to say mid. I'm inclined to say mid. Give me 1,000 big rocks to make it ridiculously overkill. If you could, all right, for stoning, if you could like control, if there's like a slider bar, right? And you could control like the size of the rocks, right? What if you could break it and like make it so big that it's like an asteroid? It's like, you know, it's like a meteor that's gonna like impact the earth and kill everybody with me. That would be like jokes on you. I'm into that shit. It's like, you should not have given me the control, like the ability to control that. No. We're not memeing here. We're assuming this is like a stock standard method of like dying like this, and it's administered with competence, right? Does that make sense? It'll take them a while for to guess the word. So like hanging, just a standard hanging, and it's administered by like a competent executioner, mid, right? Not is like, yeah. All right, boiled alive. Probably here, maybe here. Are they gonna eat me after? I guess it doesn't matter. Like my own thing where it's like, how quick is it? How painful is it? It's very slow and it's very painful. So like it should be bottom tier. If they're gonna eat me after, I'll shit and piss into the, like the pot that they're boiling me in, right? Wouldn't you do that too? Wouldn't you do that too? No? Instant lava diving? That's terrible. Extra flavor? You're a psychopath. No? Shut Shabu shabu. Like I'm like pinched in between a pair of giant chopsticks, and they like swish, 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 and I'm like, ah! Bottom tier. The Brazen Bull. Also very slow and very painful. Boiled alive is like a 30-minute affair, right? The Brazen Bull takes like days. Do you guys know what the Brazen Bull is? Do you guys know what the Brazen Bull is? It's a giant metal like statue of a bull, but it's hollow on the inside, and there's a door, and then they throw you in that motherfucker and they let you cook to death. It's like in the sunlight. It's like a giant like sculpture of a metal like bull, but the inside is hollow, and then it can open and close, and then they put you in, and like it's like under the sun. It's like outside under the sun, and it's basically an oven. Yeah, I wouldn't say boiled. You're more like... Who the fuck said it's a pressure cooker? No. A human brisket? Yeah. So definitely like bottom tier. Do they eat them after? No. Absolutely not. The pain would make it taste bad. It's called the Brazen Bull because of the screams that you'll make. That I did not know. I didn't know that. All right, moving on. A room with a gun with this song. Room with a gun with this. I have no idea what this is. I'm assuming it's a really annoying song, and they give you a gun to like end it, right? I don't know. There's like a picture and I don't know what it is. Some zoomer shit. That's what I expect. If I'm allowed to end it myself, like the executioner is me and is with a gun, what caliber? Like what's a chamber for, right? Well, if it's like a 22, no. Like, I would say like mid, right? But if it's like if it's got like good penetration, joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Squirt gun. I'm just assuming they give me like something that'll get the job done, right? It is enough, but like I've heard that it'll like it could bounce around in your skull like a pinball, right? I want the exit wound to like basically like paint my brains on the wall behind me. Heavily depends on the song. So semester. So for you, it's more about the song. For me, it's about the gun. For you, it's like bizarre that for you, it's about the song, and you're like. Exactly. I want the wall behind me to be like a Jackson Pollock painting. Yeah. This song is more important. This song matters. The scariest thing is surviving. It's true. It's true. Anti-tank rifle? No. I'll put that there because I did the like no, like nothing's gonna be in this tier. And I feel like I could stand by this one. What if the song is Baby Shark? Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. An 810 Warthog. I'll die with a fart gun. The whole stream is gonna be sawing. I'd much rather not. Let me think about this one. How fast is he sawing? That's what I was thinking, right? This VOD is gonna get deleted. It's not. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Mid? I'm thinking like I'd much rather not. What do you saw to kill? The head? Well, based on this picture, I imagine it's like straight down the middle of your torso. And is it a handsaw? Is it a chainsaw? Is it like a sawing machine, right? Are they filleting me or what? I think it's like right down the middle. My guess is like right down the middle. What do you guys think? If upside down, it's terrible. Ah, yeah, they go through the junk first. Yeah. In the middle on my soft tummy, you feel every movement? Hell nah. If you're still alive, sawed with paper, that's bad. Nope. Magic trick gone wrong. They do it from below so it lasts longer. I don't think that. I think like look at the picture, right? I think it's like straight down the middle, and that's like firmly. I'd much rather not, right? Is that a Mortal Kombat reference? Incredible. You love to hear it. I'm inclined to say like much rather not. Not on the same level as these guys, right? It's like up here. Brandon, I love you, but I fucking hate this. I might need to bounce. It's fine. This is definitely like, I think Lando is like right on your level, buddy. Lando was like, I don't think I want to do this. This is too much. This is amazing. Listen, I'll play Barotrauma after this, okay? I'll play the tutorial. I'll play the tutorial. Juan, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's get through this as fast as we can. Crucifixion, definitely like bottom tier, right? Like getting nailed to like boards and just being like left. It blows, right? That one is absolutely yikes. I'm not gonna say that. It's unpoggers, as the kids would say. Exactly. It's so metal. You become God or something. It does not come with a religion. No. Definitely like up, bottom, like it's among these, right? Starvation? It takes a long time to die of starvation, right? Right? It's just too many of these, right? It's like longer than any of these. This is like maybe an hour. This is like maybe a week. This is maybe 30 minutes. This is like maybe a couple days. This is maybe a couple days. This is like the longest by far. This could be like 2 weeks. It could be more, right? You slowly go insane. Yeah. It might be like the longest and slowest way to die. It's way longer than 2 weeks. Yeah, then definitely like, absolutely not. I do not think it's including dehydration. I think you get as much water as you need. Granted, the boat one took 17 days. Oh my God. I'll do burpees to shorten the pain. Weirdly reminded me to eat lunch today. No problem, no problem. It take years? Hell yeah, brother. I call that prepared. I call that prepared. Like if there's like a Dr. Jigsaw situation where like they're trying to like kill you and then like it's just taking way too long, and like they have like other people that they want to like kidnap and like kill, and you're just taking up way too much of their time because it's like 8 months in and you're just like, I'm good. And you make them change and then just like they have to change up the method, then you could look them in the eye and be like, I made you change your method, you stupid motherfucker, right? That's like a victory. I didn't hear no bell. Okay, strangling. This one depends on like who's doing this, because I could think of like people where like that would be like, I'm into that shit, right? It depends, right? It like entirely depends on fictitious methods of execution. Of course, some of them are bottom. Yeah. I mean, like some of these are like, we're getting into like the better ones, right? We're getting into the better ones. Like it's like front loaded with the fucked up shit, right? I don't think Homer Simpson could strangle me. I don't think he could. Like, maybe if I was like tied up, he'd be able to like. But if it was like, if I was like able to defend myself, I think I would beat the shit out of Homer Simpson. Hot goth shit doing it. I mean, but again, like, wouldn't be able to like get the fingers around the neck, right? I guess if they had like a garrote, that's still being strangled, right? Acceptable. So it's like, it could be mid, like it's basically hanging, right? No, hanging is better because it might snap your neck, right? So it's like, it could be like good, it could be mid, or it could be like acceptable. I'm assuming that a proper strangling would only take about like 2 minutes, right? Can we agree with that? We're assuming that it's like a properly administered death, and a strangling should only take about like 2 minutes, right? Then like it's like variable depending on who's doing the daddy chokies. So like we put it in the middle, right? Can we agree with that? Disagree? 2 minutes is a long time. Most competent executioner. Are we good? Are we good? The duck did I just walk into? I'm doing a tier list, and then I'm gonna do the Barotrauma tutorial. It can last 6 minutes if done properly. Probably more like 10 minutes. Really? Well, you have to keep in mind, like, would you rather be strangled or would you rather be sawed in half? Would you rather be strangled or would you rather be sewn into a leather bag with 4 animals and thrown into the ocean, right? Devin, this is the worst ways to die tier list. So like, of course it would be like at least mid, right? It's not gonna be lower mid. Strangling is not on the same tier as these motherfuckers right here. So it's like at least mid, right? I'm gonna put it acceptable. Next. Okay, let's go. Buried alive. Do I have my cell phone? If I have my cell phone, acceptable. Can we agree on that? Cell phone but no Wi-Fi? I'm a boomer that like has like videos like downloaded onto my phone. Buried alive with Mr. Beast's bottom tier, but you have like a food source. I'd say mid. You're sick. Cell phone, but the battery's empty, so it's like a Twilight Zone. It's like a Twilight Zone moment, right? What if you run out of batteries? What if there's no reception? I don't think it's the same as starvation. I think you run out of air and die. Is that correct? Can somebody like verify? You don't die from like starvation or like dehydration, probably dehydration. You die from like running out of air. Is that correct? I think that would be the case. Carbon dioxide. Rather not. I think mid. Air runs out quickly. Yeah. I think most likely air or water. What if you have a Nokia 3310? Then I'd play Snake until I died. I'd play Snake until I died. After like 5 hours? Yeah, then mid, right? Just become a worm. I'd say rather not. It's like zero pain, but it takes a long time. Correct? Pain, presumably pain. But like no pain, but it just takes a long time. So for me, like mid is like the correct call, right? Are you not claustrophobic? Weatherman, that's a really good question. I don't think I'm particularly claustrophobic. I think orcs and dwarves in particular, like you'll never find a claustrophobic orc or a dwarf. It's just like not gonna happen. Cause like we're born underground. Aren't you a big guy? For you. For you. Anyway. Poisoning. Definitely like assuming that it's like quick, right? I think that's acceptable, right? Rather not. I mean, like the people that are like everything is much rather not, yeah, but like we can't. It depends heavily on the poison, but let's just assume that like after you administer it, you'll die pretty quickly. You'll die pretty quickly. I know it depends on the poison, but let's just assume that it's a poison that'll kill you quickly. Like, acceptable, right? Exactly, the Breaking Bad poison. Let's just say it's not. It's just like a proper execution poison. It depends very much on the poison. Poisoning seems too vague. Unless you build up an immunity, like Killua. Kind of dramatic, top tier. I can take it. Game of Thrones.
Tell Cersei, I want her to know it was me.
It's definitely like acceptable. All right, would you rather get strangled or would you rather get poisoned? Everybody hang out in chat. Would you rather get strangled or poisoned? You'd rather get strangled? Sleeping poison? run per second for 2 full hours. What if the poison is morphine? Think about that. You think about that. You motherfuckers think about that. What if the poison is morphine? You're just like, ooh, I'll take that, please. Excellent vintage of morphine. Ooh, that's quite good. Quite good. Refreshing. There we go. What the fuck is this? For me, poisoning is acceptable. Poisoning is acceptable. Wombo combo. Poisoned and strangled. I can't read the next one either. Turning into a vampire and exposed to sunlight. I didn't make this tier list, all right? I didn't fucking make this tier list. I didn't fucking make it. I didn't fucking make it. I yoinked it from Northern Light. Like, I didn't make it, all right? I didn't fucking make it, all right? No, not the sun. Save me, Batman. Anel's reaction on how depressing this was is top tier. Definitely doing a different take. I'm like way more flippant. Okay. Okay. Disintegrate. Probably like it's better than these three, so I feel like it has to be top tier, right? Because it's completely painless and it's like nobody gets disintegrated. I think it's instant. Yeah. Well, imagine, all right, like based on the picture, you're just getting like Thanos snapped. Yeah. It's like pretty top tier, right? Or it's like Fallout, right? When you get killed by an energy weapon, you get turned into like a pile of dust. Right? Like a Fallout energy weapon death. Still top tier. There's a brief period where you don't feel so good. My gut instinct is that like that was him being like a Zoomer meme lord. Is that weird? I get that it was like an emotional thing, but I think my gut feeling is that like he was being a Zoomer meme lord in his last moments. Like it didn't actually hurt. It was more like a emotionally I don't feel that good because I know I'm like dying, right? It was just anxiety. Exactly. I don't think he actually felt physical pain. Turns into ash and become the spices of your enemy's last meal. That like you might be onto something, right? Can you nixtamalize corn with like any ash, or does it have to be wood ash? You guys know what I'm talking about? If you mix like ash into corn, it'll like break down the cellulose. Can you use my ashes to? What did I walk into? I will salt and pepper the earth. Are you gonna eat the earth? Mr. Randon, I don't feel so good. I don't know, but between the chemicals, I think it is in the ash. I think it leaves me in ashes. Fallout Man. You just have to be basic enough. I don't know. I can test the Minecraft. Please don't. Please don't. Okay, but definitely like this is cool and it's instant and it doesn't hurt. It's like definitely like beyond these three. It's just like cool. Okay. Airlock ejection. For me, if I get to go into space before I die, hold on, Hemkin, hold on. I know it's like super, I know it's like basic bitch, but like I do want to go to space. If I get to go into space first before I die, like kind of top tier, right? Right? Like if you're gonna have to die anyways, you have to choose between this shit and it's like we're gonna put you into a rocket, we're gonna shoot you into space. The rocket might explode and you'll die instantly that way, but like if you make it into space, we're gonna throw you out the airlock and then you'll die. But I get to like go into space, right? I get that it hurts and like there's a lot of pain, but this is like I'm being 100% serious. This is actually like a dream of mine. I would like to go into space at least once. So like I get to like, in exchange for the extreme pain of the death, I get to go into space. It's a no. Get Apollo'd. The magic school bus moment. Pretty good trade-off. The pain is pretty short. You die almost instantly. I mean, Kit, I think people are saying like it's not stock suffocation. The oxygen actually leaves your lungs because of negative pressure, so you go black within seconds. This happened in accidents in NASA vacuum chambers. Oh, so it's like a pretty quick death then. It's like giga suffocation. Well, there you go. And I get to go into space, right? Well, if it says airlock ejection, so I'm not like in a like a pressure chamber, right? I'm not in a vacuum chamber. I'm like in space, right? Eventually heredity something. That's my secret, Catherine. I've never been thinking to begin with. Okay. Fire ants. Fire ants. Definitely like one of these two, right? Hard no. What does a fire ant do to you? Immediate bottom. They have stingers, they bite you. Do you guys know what a bullet ant is? You guys know what a bullet ant is? Yeah, bullet ants are like metal as fuck. There's like a guy on YouTube that like gets bitten and stung by various animals and then he gives like a pain meter. I love watching that idiot. I love him. I love him with all my heart and soul. Anyway. Fire ants. Is fire ants on the level of starvation? Can they kill you? Can a fire ant kill you? Yeah, it's worse? Hell no. After seeing Indiana Jones 4, alright, Pat Ducky, I think I would rather be eaten to death by fire ants than watch Indiana Jones 4 again. Like if it's like those two are like a package deal, fire ants are like I'd much rather not, and then Indiana Jones is like, no god no! 100% agree. They snorted fire ants and died? Okay. That bad? Gun in Indiana Jones 4. I would put a bullet in the Indiana Jones 4 DVD, and then I would put a bullet in my head. Leoshin, it's the worst ways to die tier list. The worst ways to die. It takes 12,000 fire ants to kill a human without allergies to their venom. 12,000 bites. Probably like bottom tier then, right? It is Mr. Beast, buried alive. But not with Mr. Beast, just like buried alive. Yo, that should be on the list. Forced to eat Blu-ray copies of Indiana Jones 4 until you die. Have you seen 5? I haven't. I have not seen 5. Death by Crystal Skull. What if there's only one bullet? If there's only one bullet, Lamarck, that's actually a very good question. If there's only one bullet, I would like tape the DVD to my chin and then like take out both the DVD and myself with the one bullet. Is that a proper answer? Is that like a good answer to your question? $300 kick. I'm thinking mid. Could I level with you? This is like gonna be... This might be like a hot take. Like, as long as I'm hitting terminal velocity, I'm kind of okay with falling to my death. I know people are like, when you're falling, the fear and anxiety of knowing that like you're dead, you're just waiting, like that would like give you like emotional and mental trauma. For me, if I was falling to my death and I knew I would fall, I don't think I would be as anguished, right? I think what I would do is like, I would like try to flip and like look at the sky as I was falling, right? Is that weird? What would you guys, I would be like, let's go! I think the worst part is like knowing it's coming up, right? So if you're like looking at the sky and you don't know how close you are to the ground, I'm not gonna do a barrel roll, you freaking... You guys are crazy. You'll have a cardiac arrest most of the time before you hit the ground if you're falling to your death. Really? Even if you can't like see? Is it like a air pressure type thing? Exactly, Adam. Exactly. Something like that. For me, like the 300 kick is like mid. That's fine. The Hunger Games. But the Hunger Games is like, you might not die, right? I'm gonna level with you. I don't think I've read the Hunger Games or watched the Hunger Games. You might not die, right? You could win. Just win, forehead. Right? Just win, bro. I would rather not, but like, you might not die. This is the first one thus far where you might not die. Just don't go hungry for it. Physical activity. Driftwood, you're still here. Driftwood, you think I would forget about you? You mother clucker. You said you were piecing out because like it was too depressing. Why are you still here? I know and I hate it. You get the seat of honor. You get the seat of honor. You said that you would leave, but you didn't. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody that's like sticking around for this incredibly depressing content, thank you. I appreciate it. I know this song. What is this song? Ray, I'll find it for you. Hold on. I think it's Star Ocean. It's a Star Ocean 2. It's Star Ocean 2. I don't know which song it is, but it's one of those. Yeah. This stream is anti-depressing. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hunger Games is like probably, it has to be hot. You love depression. I'm only slightly concerned, but it's okay. Okay, cool. I appreciate it. Hunger Games like has to be like either acceptable or like, because you might not die. You could win. Right? It's like one of these two, and I'm inclined to be like, it has to be like really high because you might not die. You could win and get lifelong trauma. Lifelong trauma. I don't think this would be like the new, like in the trauma bucket that is like the mind of Randon. If like all of my like various traumas are like locked up in a cell together up in my head, and like this enters like this cell, right? It would not be like the top dog. It would come in thinking that it's the top dog, and then it would see the top dog and be like, oh, all right, I'll be like number 2, right? But you die if you don't win. But like this is like worst ways to die, right? So all of these others, like you're dead. This is the only one where like you might not die if you win. Correct? Correct? You play Hunger Games until you lose, just like you play Fortnite until you die. That actually would drop it down a fair bit to like acceptable. Let's just assume that like it's the worst ways to die, so you have to die. If you win the Hunger Games, you get put into a second one and then a third one until you die. And the only way to never die from the Hunger Games is to be like a living like gladiatorial god. And nobody can kill you. Yeah, right? You good? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Then that's just acceptable. And I'm gonna clarify. I don't think I would survive the Hunger Games. I think I would die in the first one. I don't think I would die. I don't think I would survive even the first one. I think I would die in the first. Actually, wait, are they like children? Aren't they like children? Like the Hunger Games is like, they're like literal children, right? Oh, freaking. I might be a god. Kill my kid. They are, but they're like cracked. Oh. Watch a 12-year-old kick your ass. All right, burning. Burning is like really bad. Burning, I don't know if burning is on the same level as these, but burning is like definitely like either the worst or the second worst, right? How many 5-year-olds do you think you could take in a cage, fight cage style until you lose and die? And you're like talking about like Ozzy, you're talking about like one-on-one, right? I wouldn't die from them like beating me. I die from like exhaustion, right? If we both have like no weapons, if we both have no weapons whatsoever, how long would it take me to kill a 5-year-old? I think I could kick hard enough. I think I've got enough like physical mass and like kicking strength for it to be like one kick. Dude, no, not a haymaker. You guys don't know this, but like punching is like way less like force, right? Like one good kick. I don't even think 2 minutes. I'm thinking like 30 seconds, right? I'm thinking like 30 seconds, right? There goes this mod. Hold on, 30 seconds. Sub 30 seconds for sure. Goomba stomp like Super Mario. All right, 30 seconds. I think I could probably go for like, I'm thinking like 5 hours before like I'm exhausted, right? Can somebody do the quick math? Five hours, 30 seconds per. Oh, if they gang up on me, I'm dead. If they gang up on me, I'm dead. It's just like a bunch of goblins, right? If they gang up on me, I'm dead. If it's like 1v1, if it's 1v1, all right, we'll move on. Fine, we'll move on. Aussie, Aussie, if I get banned, this is your fault, okay? Keith Twitch, ban Aussie, not me. I got baited by Aussie. Keith Twitch, I just want you to know that I got baited. Happy to help? Motherfucker. Okay. Where did I put it? Burning? Definitely like... Burning, like... Sawing, stoning... I'm putting burning in, like, much rather not. What do you think? I'd pay to see this. Which would it be? Get it lower? It's terrible? Is burning on the level is like... Boiling? Boiling and burning, right? Like, what's worse, boiling or burning? Yeah, it might be like no god no, right? Burning is worse than boiling? Burning for sure, boiling for sure. They're like close, right? At least burning is a dry heat. It's like people discussing like the climate of where they live. It's like one man is burning to death, one man is being boiled alive, and they're like on the phone. It's like, how is it for you? It's like bad. It's like, yeah, it's bad for me too. And the guy that's burning is like, well, at least it's a dry heat. And the guy that's being boiled is like, yeah, it's like really humid. It's incredibly moist where I'm at right now, right? They both die. Okay. All right. If boiling is no god no, then burning has to be. That's like a travesty of justice. Like, it's just like, that's a bad call if like they're on different tiers. They're basically the same way to die, right? Okay. Car shredder. Car shredder. Car shredder. Wasn't there like a Superman movie? Wasn't there like a Superman movie where like he gets like crushed to death in like a car like crusher or something. Like an older like Superman movie. You guys know what I'm talking about? Is this too boomer? I disagree, it's mid. Sounds familiar. What the fuck is a Spider-Man? Head first or feet first? Head first. Well, like they like put you like right at the ledge, and how you jump is up to you, right? Lois died in a car being buried in the earth, and Superman turned back time by flying backwards. I remember that shit. Yeah. I thought it was just a shredder. Does he get stuck? It should be quick. Head first. I'd much rather not. I don't think it's on the same tier as these though, right? Sawing would take like maybe 30 minutes. Stoning would probably take about 30 minutes. This, I don't know how long this would take. Maybe like an hour. But a car shredder is like maybe like 2 minutes, right? Maybe like less than a minute, right? I'm thinking mid. Well, 1,000. Doesn't say you're in a car. It just says you die by car shredder, right? I'm thinking Arby's. I'm thinking mid. Like 5 to 10 seconds. It'll be 40 seconds max. Then like it's definitely mid, or maybe even acceptable. I might even move it up to acceptable tier if it's like 40 seconds. Now you remind me of what? I think sawing is oh god no. Really? Why it, Like here? I think hanging is mid, but strangling is acceptable. Iska, hanging, the strangling is definitely, it depends on who's strangling you, right? Iska, like if you could choose who does it, wouldn't it be like, okay, all right, let's get this done, right? Anyway, Medusa turning you into stone, 100%. All right, I saw this as I tried not to look too deeply into it, right? But I saw this. You know what I would do? I would die so hard. I would strike a pose, exactly. I would strike a pose. Do you guys, all right, so there's gonna be people that like don't like One Piece. My favorite One Piece moment, I die with an erection, exactly, right? There's like the guy in Pompeii where like his corpse was like encased in ash, and it's like him like jerking it, right? Have you guys seen that? There's like a ash encased dude in Pompeii, like from the eruption, and he died like jerking it. It's like, damn. That's a G right there. But let's get back into it, right? Let's get back into it. In One Piece, my favorite One Piece moment is where like they're like on like a cake made out of wax, and the wax is like raining down on them, and they're gonna be like encased alive in wax, right? And then Zoro is like, he's holding his sword up into the air, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing, Zoro, right? And he's like, if I'm gonna die, I want to die in a cool pose. That cemented Zoro is like a top tier character for me, and he's never, like, a lot of people like other things that Zoro has done. He's like, Zoro is so cool. That's my favorite Zoro moment, for sure. That's my favorite moment. So it's like Medusa turning you into stone. Boom. There you go. Mr. 3 almost got their asses, right? Solo was insane. Okay. It's gotta be like, joke's on you, I'm into that shit, right? Eaten by a titan. Probably mid. Probably. Zoro can't be hurt, he's too stupid. Vord. Boa Hancock is pretty great, not gonna lie. Vor is so top tier for me. This is the motherfucker that got me banned. I'm not into Vor. So it's like at least mid. Nope. The fear of being eaten included, or is it just eaten? Just being eaten. I'd rather not. Nothing happened. Depends on if they chew or not. Zoro is a bit of a sociopath. If they chew, you'll die quick. Not into Vor, your weakness disgusts me. Yeah, that's not like one of my hentai tags. It's not in there. The closest I would get to that is like there's like a fan. There's a room fan and it's branded like the brand of the fan is called the Vornado. And I remember looking at it and thinking like they should fire the guy that branded that company, right? They should fire the guy that like branded that. It's like it doesn't mean what you think it means, right? I had one. They should promote him. I'm thinking like I'd rather not. Get him a raise. BRB need to do some Amazon shopping. Go ahead and click my affiliate link to get a Vornado. Please and thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, Vortex and Tornado. It's like powerful fan, but like they just call it the Vornado, and it's like you probably shouldn't have named it that. I own a Vornado. False advertising. Okay. Cliff jump, acceptable, right? Mid. It's like I said, like any falling death, as long as I'm hitting like terminal velocity and I'm gonna like die more or less instantly, I'll take it. Not that great of a fan, if I'm being honest. Interesting. It's a brand too. There's a bicycle model called the. But what if the initial jump doesn't kill? There's always like the fear, right? Like just assume that like you will die. And even if it doesn't kill you instantly, I think it's still better than like being eaten by a titan, right? Would you rather like die from like a mile-long fall and you're like everything is crushed and you're gonna die, you're like and you're gonna die, or would you rather be eaten by a titan? You'd rather like die from a fall, right? Like they're not on the same level. Yeah. Fall is mid for sure. The liminal space of falling before impact would suck. I was talking about this. I think I would just flip over and look at the sky while falling to my death, right? I think looking at the ground coming up is probably the worst part. And if you could avoid that and just like look at the sky, it would be like better. Eaten by a titan is at least interesting. I could take on a tiger. I'm into that. In the movie, they bonk your head if you survive. Huh. I'd walk off the edge and dive head first like Kratos. What a badass. Molten gold. How much gold? I think I would rather not. If the Titan is handsome, all right. What if the Titan is like an Evangelion-sized Chris Redfield? What if you're eaten by a Titan, but the Titan is an Evangelion-sized Chris Redfield? Do we push it up? Do we push it up to acceptable? Enticing, but still no. Would? I'm into that, I guess. Hell no? Still no. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking molten gold is like a Viserys, like yeah, Viserys Targaryen. Yeah. I'm thinking like
a crown to make men tremble.
like I think that's a no for me. That's like a no, right? Well, hold on a second. Let's think about this. Does my family get to keep my corpse? Hold on a second. Does my family get to keep my corpse? Can we get arbitration here? Can we get arbitration? Does my family get to keep my corpse? Does my family get to keep my corpse? No, they shouldn't. I don't see why not. Yeah, I think. Yes, but not the gold. So they remove the gold from me after. No. If they get to keep the gold. No, I'm taking it. If they get to keep the gold and I get to choose how much gold, your family would pick the gold off of you? Ved, if you were my brother, I would let you. I would be angry at you if you didn't. Like, let's say I die from like 300 pounds of gold and you were my brother and like you were like, I want to respect Randon. I'm not gonna like, legally it's not your gold. Let's just say legally it is. Let's just say like under this condition they get to keep my body, they get to keep the gold that killed me, and it's like legally like theirs. If so, acceptable. If so, acceptable. How much gold would you need? Like a couple 100 pounds. This is fair. If not, I'd much rather not. We're gonna leave it and I'd much rather not because everybody seems to be saying, no, you don't get to keep the gold. Then I'd much rather not. But if my family gets to keep the hundreds of pounds of gold that kill me, the Spanish crown claims the gold. Then fuck no. I'd much rather not. The rich get richer. Why would I do that? Why would I let them do that? Why would I let them do that? Absolutely not. Table laser. Acceptable. Head first. If I could like contort my body so like the laser hits my head first. Don't let the British government see this. Acceptable. Dude, just buy some life insurance. Isn't it crotch first in the spy movies? The Mongol horde was... What if it moves completely randomly like a screensaver? Or like the DVD, like... The DVD screensaver? Okay, let's talk about the table laser. It can't be worse than sawing, right? It's basically sawing, but like a million times more efficient. So already it's mid, correct? It can't be worse than sawing. So already it's like bare minimum mid. Your head is in the corner. That's a fate worse than death. Does the table survive? Chaos, why do you care about the table? The table is designed so that like the laser won't go through it, okay? Otherwise, every time they use the motherfucking thing, they have to get a new table. Stacy, no. Like if the table, if it cuts through the table, they have to get a new table every time. And it's just like, it could be a nice table. Tables are scary. The table survives. The table is your Oshi. You guys are sick. You guys are like absolutely sick. What is wrong with you? I'm thinking like mid to acceptable. Let's go mid. Let's go mid. 1,000 years of death. Basically, you get poked in the butt until you die. But nobody dies from this, right? Top tier. But how do you die? How do you die from that? I don't see how this would result in your death, right? You don't, so it's win-win. Top tier, you don't. Finger to death. Acceptable or mid? I'm into that. You could bleed out. It's funny. An ogre. Like that beloved scene in BG3. Joke's on you. Humiliation. A comically long death. Embarrassment. This is basically snoo snoo, right? They keep going until you die. No? You fly up, take fall damage, and die. It's all ogre. Okay, is it painful? Debatable. Is it gonna take a while? Yes. It's gonna take a long, long while. Like, you might die of dehydration before you die of this, right? I'm thinking mid. It seems like it would suck. I'm thinking either mid or I'd rather not. I'm being like completely honest with you. You feel immense shame from getting... No shame whatsoever. If that's like the death condition, like you die of shame, I'm impervious to this. It's like a random... Is it like a random poke every day, or are you there forever until you die? I think you're there forever until you die. Death by shame? No. Nobody has any shame. Baller! Finally, someone comments on my freaking Twitch tags. Finally. Someone comments on my Twitch tags. The other shoe is finally dropped. Okay. Why the whisk? I don't know. Breaking the wheel. This is fucked. This is definitely no god no, right? You guys ever read Berserk? Berserk is like probably one of the best manga ever. I'm not gonna comment on the anime because they like reboot it like multiple times, so like the quality is like variable. But the manga Berserk is like one of the best of all time. And they do like a wheel thing. The wheel is like definitely bottom tier. The chair is like inhumane. I would say like Lethal Injection is better than the chair. For sure. Still faster than Starvation or Scat. Wait. Ved, so would you put it into Much Rather Not? Am I hearing you correctly? I would put it in No God No, but like I will listen to an argument that like is better than Starvation or Chair's mid. Is literally torture though. Green Mile route. Don't wet the sponge. Still burning. I'm still putting it in like the worst. Top end of no I get like we can like arrange it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. But it's definitely, oh god no, drowning. I'd rather not, for sure. Drowning is really bad, but it's not like being tortured, right? I'd rather drown than go to the chair. I mean, I'd rather go to the chair than drown. Drowning does suck. It's really bad. Yeah, the chair is the electric chair. Is the Poena Kool-Aid just drowning with extra steps? Yeah, very much. That's actually true, if you think about it. But you might get bitten by a snake. A monkey might, like, rip your balls off, right? I put, like, this is, like, worse, right? Drowning with friends. Drowning in what? I'm in reverse. I don't want to get cooked alive. You'd never catch me sitting in a chair. Firing squad. Acceptable. Acceptable. I honestly think I'd rather die to firing squad than like the electric chair. S tier? S tier? I don't know, man. I don't know. S tier if you don't go out fighting. I'm not gonna go out. I'm assuming that you're like tied to a post, right? I'm assuming you're like tied to a post. For me, that's just acceptable. I don't want... It's acceptable, IMO? Is the firing squad a quicker death? I think it is. It's about on the same level as most of these. It's faster than strangling, probably lethal injection and poisoning. It's probably about the same speed as the car shredder, right? Tied up S tier. Patriotic death. Probably mid. Is it worse than like being electrocuted in the chair? They're both pretty bad. They're both pretty bad. S tier if carbon monoxide. What song is this? I know this. Jackal. I'll look it up. It's from a game. What is it? Thousand Arms? It's from a game called Thousand Arms. Yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. Is it bone hurting gas? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. If someone farts in the elevator? High failure rate has some pretty catastrophic instances being drawn out. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely like really bad. But we just have to assume that it's being like properly like done, right? Like it's not botched. None of these methods are like botched, right? Yeah. All right, the guillotine. It's like a Lego. Mid? Mid? Acceptable? Extremely mid? S tier? S tier? What, do we have like members of the French nobility in here? Like what? Why is this S tier? What is going on? What the fuck is going on? Why are there so many people that are like S tier? Randon, what is your opinion on dying in childbirth? Like me? Like if I was like empreg? Acceptable. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. You guys are, I don't know. I think guillotine is mid, but I don't know much about it. I just know that like, in theory, like it should be instant, right? Cause like it used to be like a dude with like an axe or a sword, right? The guillotine is pretty damn good. Okay. What if it's like not like the physical like machine of the guillotine? What if it's like a Pokemon of your choice that could learn the move guillotine and they guillotine you? Thoughts on this? That would move it up to S, right? S tier? Like a pincer or a scyther, right? Even better. Guillotine is like mid or acceptable, right? Definitely S tier. 30% hit chance. Assume that it hits. Assume random Rayquaza that like it's 100%. You will die and a Pokemon will kill you. That's just Vor. Definitely like for me mid. Something about it like would you rather die to any of the, it's like bottom of acceptable or like high mid, right? Yeah, something like that. Well, it is really quick and painless though, right? In theory. By my like parameter where like, is it quick? Is it painful, right? It might be, it's not painless, but it's very quick, right? I would say it's acceptable. Keel hauling. Definitely no god no. That is like a fucked up way to die. If I like am understanding like the concept of keel hauling, which I might not know what it actually is, but you're gonna have to explain it. Okay, so when you're on like a sailing boat, like a big ship, like a like a big ship, right? And they need to kill you, they'll basically tie a rope to your leg and throw you into the water, but the rope is attached to the boat. So basically because of the motion of the boat and you're like attached to it, you get banged up on the side of the boat and you die like that. Basically you're in the water, you're drowning and you're getting like hit like by the boat. Like you're like running into the boat and like you're just being smacked up against the side of it until you die. They drag you under the boat. Yeah. It's like absolutely the worst. With a cooler hype period. I think this is a solid list. What do you guys think? I think this is a solid list. We spent way too much time doing this. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to beat the Barotrauma tutorial. Buried alive is way too high. It's not mid. It should be. Well, my parameter is like, how quick is it and how painful is it? Buried alive, we're assuming that like I'll suffocate within like under an hour. I'll suffocate, and like is 0 pain, right? Right? Suffocating hurts, but like look at like the other options that hurts, right? Like drowning, being sewed into a leather bag with 4 animals, stoning, sawing, eaten by a titan, molten gold, like dropping buried alive. I get that like it's painful, like the suffocation, but like, right? It would be like kind of crazy to like drop it into this tier. Right? To me, buried alive is equal to drowning. Where's drowning? Oh, right here. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Are they the same? My inclination is like, no. Buried alive is worse than drowning. Drowning is faster. Drowning is quicker depending on how you're buried. That's a really good point. Drowning is probably a bit more painful and disorienting. Like, I guess my point is like, when you're drowning, you just drown, right? But if you're buried alive, and let's just assume that like, it's like a fairly roomy coffin, you could jerk it, right? Like there's like stuff that you could do to keep yourself occupied. Because you're not actively drowning when you're buried alive. Right? Nah, it was chill. I'd rather chill in a coffin for a bit, right? Drowning is way better because you start losing consciousness, but buried alive, nah. Huh. Why would the coffin be big? It's a good question. Well, like I'm a pretty big guy, so they would need like a bigger coffin, right? I understand that like some people would be like, you're crazy, like you're absolutely wrong, Randon, like why would you do that? And I've made my peace with that. This is just my tier list, right? This is just like me, what I'm thinking. I've seen Kill Bill and I'm bigger than Uma Thurman. I feel great about my chances. You don't get to try to live, all right? The point is that like you will definitely die. You will not, you have a 0% chance of survival. If you somehow manage to like break out, they'll do the same thing to you until you die. You would assume the coffin is big enough for pleasure time? I mean, like then you're assuming that like you're assuming that like if you've got a Ponos, you're so like you're packing so much that like you can't like it'll like hit the top of the coffin and like you won't be like, that's a good problem to have, brother. I'm not saying I have that problem. I'm not saying I don't have that problem. I'm just saying that would be a good problem to have, right? Can't complain. The coffin has a built-in bulge. It's just a normal normal coffin. There's like a wood box at the crotch level. I'm gonna ask Lando to draw that for me. It's like a coffin with like a little like, it's like a submarine. It's like the sail of a submarine, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the coffin is kind of already shaped like a submarine, and then it's like the sail part, right? Like the sail is where the periscope is like equipped. Yeah. The sail is like the little like bump at the top. Yeah. Okay, everybody. We're done with the tier list. The people that like it was just like too depressing or like dark, I apologize. Lando warned me like this might be a little bit too dark. I think like there's probably like a non-zero amount of people that would be like turned off because it's too morbid and kind of gross and squicky, but I just wanted to do it because it brings me joy. I think that's an important part. Like I shouldn't take it too far, but like it's good. All right, I'm gonna play the Barotrauma tutorial. That's gonna be the remaining what I'm doing for today. And then once I'm done with the tutorial, and I feel like, because I love Barotrauma, I think I'm gonna play it. I don't know if it's okay to play it off stream, but like, it's like kind of up my wheelhouse. I do like that type of game. So I'm gonna go ahead and like play the tutorial, get a firm grasp on how to play the game, and then we'll call it, okay? I don't know if you guys can tell, but like, my vocal cords are like feeling it. I don't know why. I think it's like changing of the seasons or something. Something about it, like, I get like sick whenever like the weather changes. Do you guys do that? It might just be because I'm old. I'm like a boomer. All that fucking laughing. I need honey. I do. I need honey. You're cackling? I'm not surprised. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and give Barotrauma a shot. All right. And that Barotrauma. What the fuck? Okay. Cute screen. Thank you. I'm thinking of like upgrading. I'm thinking about commissioning someone that can do like newer overlays. This is like, I commissioned this like over 2 years ago. I'm thinking of like upgrading, but I'm not sure yet. Okay. All right. Gaming. Game capture. Barotrauma. Incredible. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my BGM. I no longer need it. How are we doing? How are we doing? Good? Good? Dece? We're good? Okay. We're gonna do the training. Let's do basics. Too bad, no super chats. I am comfortable with where I'm at right now. I think I could do what I'm doing right now because I'm not monetized anywhere. I just want you guys to hang out with me. So like I feel okay. Like once I'm monetized, I have to like pick, right? So I think I'm good. What kind of game is this? Okay, Agalena, it's like a sci-fi game because you're like on a moon on a different planet and you're in a submarine and like you're gonna die. Yeah. It's like a submarine survival sim, kind of. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, I've already done this. Rehabilitation chamber. I don't remember anything. Yeah. Using your arms and legs, you're good to go. Medical bills. Yeah, I made a bit about that. Probably in bad taste because there's a lot of people that like it. Anyways, let's get you going. Try to move those arms and legs. Got it. And then like you look around. Yeah. Fritz Berlin. Okay. Dr. Happy's vitamin. Mineral complex. Nuts? Nuts? Okay. Understood. Hey, oh, is this funny sub game? I don't know if it's funny, but it is like a really good game and I like it. Okay, I feel like yeah. And then you can like press E. This I understood at the end of like, I know like, I was talking to Lando about it and he's like, we're really bad at that game. And I was like, but we were like noticeably getting better, right? Among Us minigame? Something about Randon being a circle really gets me going. Don't look at my radius, you silly viewer. Don't look at my radius. Don't look at my radius, you silly viewer. I'm looking disrespectfully. Welding tools are vital equipment for sealing links. Obtain a welding tool. Got it. Welding tools need welding fuel. Welding tank from the container. Got it. Double click an item to equip it. Okay. Drag a welding fuel tank onto the welding tool. Okay. This I know. Yeah. I like your pie? No. How dare you? We can't even rotate you because you're a circle. You just end up the same. All right. I'm not, but you'll never see like where, right? Diving suits allowed you to swim under the water. Equip a diving suit by double clicking it or by dragging the highlighted slot. Got it. Your diving suit is empty, preventing you from breathing. Quickly find an oxygen tank. What? Okay. Okay. Wearing a diving suit slowly drains his oxygen tank. Okay. We're gonna take a lot. Got it. Definitely, I should have done this. Okay. Drop down. What is this? Left mouse, rewire. What is this? Ah, a wrench. Got it. Why are you moving? Why are you moving? Okay. It takes a while, but you can do it. Also, no one lives forever in Barotrauma. Eventually, you will explode or die. I recommend the Duffel Bag 2.0 mod. You can get your crap back when you die, like mutations which are lost on death. Interesting. I'll definitely look into mods. I don't know if this is just me, But when I play a new game and I know it's got like a very robust like modding scene, I like to put in like 20 hours unmodded so I can appreciate like what they've done, right? Right? Because I feel like if you mod it and you make the game better, but like you didn't know what it was like vanilla, then you can't appreciate like what the mod did for you, right? Yeah. It's just good etiquette. I've heard that like when you go to a restaurant or like when you're eating at a friend's house, you should taste the food that they make you before you season it yourself with like salt or pepper or like hot sauce or stuff like that. You should take one bite of the food that they've made you before you season it. I would rather not know what I'm missing out. Give me the quality of life ahead of time. There's actually nothing wrong with that. I think that's like super valid. Especially if you've got the good information. Like you've got a friend that got you into the game and they know exactly like what you would need to enjoy the game more. Because definitely, it's definitely like a lot of games are like not really playable without mods. So it's like, imagine if like your friend is getting you into their favorite game and then you try it and you're like, I don't like this game, I can't play it, and then they quit. But like if they gave you like 3 mods, it would be like, ah, like I could like this game. And in that case, it's like extremely valid, right? Yeah. Yeah. Pumping speed? See if you can get up the ladder. I see. Understood. I got you. I kind of want to like shut it off after I hit. No, a little bit more. Shut it down. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Where the fuck am I? And don't go ask for seasonings that were not provided. It implies that they did a bad job. True, true. What the fuck is happening? Ah, shit. We didn't think that you would get this far so soon. This sector is unfortunately still quite unfinished, as you can see. There used to be a mud raptor nest here, but we're 90% sure they're all gone. What the fuck is a mud raptor? I see some additional movement on camera. What is that noise? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well done. You've completed the basics tutorial. Do you want to continue? Yes. Oh. Press any key. What the f... This is not me. Oh, hey, how's the floating, dude? You gonna get your papers to sign on a submarine? Yeah, sure. Raid ignored? I'm sorry. Arthur. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. I am mostly a YouTube streamer. I streamed on Twitch a little bit. So I'm still, like, pretty unfamiliar with, like, Twitch. But yes, thank you, thank you. No eye contact, look directly at the chin. Moist ass looking room. Alright. I love it. Are you familiar with the courses? No. Twitch slang feels alien to me. A little bit? A little bit? I kinda like it. I kinda like it. Just a thingamajig politician dude in his ivory tower trying to solve a problem without actually solving. Okay. Submarine business ain't all that, you feel me? Ain't many that return from a trip. Ain't any that return from 10 trips. So there's 100% discount on whatever passes an education here because that'll solve things. Are you bashing your own program? I'm just a reception dude. Ain't my job to get meat for the grinder? Want my advice? Take the station job, fight back against the system? What? What's a Twitch? Twitch is a streaming platform, and it's the best streaming platform right now. But it's like not really moving. It's just kind of there, right? I'm like usually like a rate of change guy. I'm not like too concerned about like where you are currently in the position. I'm worried about like delta, like where you're going and what speed you're going. And like Twitch is like the best, but it's like kind of floating. Yeah. Okay. I'm just a reception dude. Oh, wait, yeah. Find adventure. Suit yourself. We offer 5 courses here. First off, the captain. If you feel like delegating all the shitty tasks is for you, highly recommend. Like the famous Herman Pollard. I don't know who that is. Sure, dude. Then there's the Fixin' Duo. The engineer gets all the fancy toys, but with the high risk of getting shocked. Aim for the weak-hearted. Then there's the mechanic. If you don't mind getting wet, he's doing the welding and pump fixing kind of things. Ain't recommended for smokers. Interesting. Honestly though, oh, I wanted to ask a question. The people that are on Twitch, do you see ads on my stream? Do you see ads? Like, did they make... Oh, baby. You love to see it. Then why would I ever give them time? It's pretty good. Okay. Awful, right? Then there's a security officer. If you like shooting the creepies, they're usually too in love with their power, though. I actually got this tattoo that says... Watch out for those dudes. Okay. Finally, there's the medical doctor. Most of them are creepier than the actual creepies, but some of them actually make people better. Some of them are literal saints, you feel me? Anyhow, if you're still interested, move on to the next room. Sign me up. Okay. 2 days since the last malpractice suit. What the fuck? Use C to toggle the list of crew members. Select a trainee from the list of crew members with the left mouse. Captain? Ah, I see. Captain. Malpractice, like OD your coworker with morphine? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Why do you keep saying... There was like a jar of opium. Did you guys see that? When me and Lando were playing and just dying repeatedly, he took all the morphine. Like after I murdered him with morphine, he took all the morphine from like the captain's area, but he doesn't read. Which is like kind of fucked up because he's a professor. It's kind of fucked up because he's a professor, but like Lando doesn't read and he left the opium. And I'll be damned if that ain't a suppository. I will be damned to hell and back again if that opium is not a suppository, right? He's lucky we didn't die in the same way, and I had to like try to save him because it would have just been like, it's not a syringe, it's not a syringe. I don't know where to stick it. The mouth? No, he needs that to breathe, right? I have to stick it in another area that like is not critical for him to leave, and that leaves very few areas to like put it. Correct? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Anyway. Okay. The captain steers the submarine, operates the sonar, and issues commands to the crew. Got it. Do I get to, like, move to the right room to continue? Is this a vending machine with, like, Sabor de Soledad? I love it. Start the tutorial for the captain? Yes. Hey dude, the teacher's ready for you. On my way. To start the tutorial, find your instructor at the marked location. Got it. Why are we having this discussion? Some people just prefer different platforms. It's not that deep. It's true. It's true. I can and I do read YouTube chat as well. I actually like the idea of, like, I don't know how many people are on both, but, like, I kind of want to do, like, something. There's something here that could be, like, fucking hilarious, but I don't know what it is yet. Like, something to do with polls. That's what I was thinking too. Verdandi. Like a poll battle, right? Because I can do polls on both, right? Something. I'm like cooking in my head. I'm gonna try to get it like ready to go. Of course I see you, Spartan Cam. How could I not see you? A game war. I do read you. I'm glad you're doing both. I'm on both, but I drastically prefer YouTube. I think YouTube is heading in the right direction, but like Google kind of scares me. Google kind of scares me. It's like too good at like collecting data on me. Anyway. Hi, I am Captain Sterner. I will be your instructor today. I will start with a brief explanation of what it means to be a captain, followed by a practical course. It is crucial to enforce a chain of command, so you will address me as Captain. Say yes, Captain, if you understand. Yes, Captain! The command room is the brains of the submarine. From here, signals are passed, either verbally or electronically, to crews and devices. Using devices like the navigation terminal and the status monitor, the captain can pass all these signals. For example, order the crew to fix devices, signal the engine to move at full power, or empty the ballast tanks to raise the submarine. The core function of the navigation terminal is to move the submarine. Yes, Captain! Left mouse, okay. Oh my god, is this what Lando was seeing? Since we're in a low light environment, the sonar is the most efficient way of identifying terrain, objects, and life forms. Okay. Sonar is short for sound, navigation, and ranging. Sonar has two modes, passive and active. Especially while in passive mode, the sonar only listens to sounds. It will still detect things, especially if these things make a lot of sound. Static objects or terrain, however, won't be detected until very close. While in active mode, the sonar emits pulses of sound at an interval. Boom, something like that, right? Simply put, this means every few seconds the sound wave will reveal terrain, objects, and life forms. Active sonar is essential to avoid bumping into terrain while moving at any decent speed. Understood. Finally, there's the directional ping. While the active sonar is great for spotting things, it's also great for being spotted. The directional ping limits the direction of the sound pulse, thus preventing hostiles from spotting your submarine as long as it's not aimed at them. Interesting. We've hooked up this navigation terminal to a sonar. Feel free to try it out. Yes, Captain! Directional ping? Oh! So if I need to make sure that I'm not gonna run into something, I like into the direction of where I'm moving, right? Oh, okay. Let's try it. What the fuck am I looking at? That is so cool. Okay. Okay. I get it. And this is just like, you should periodically check to see if there's like stuff that's coming to kill you, right? Got it. Close the interface with the right mouse. Once you have a bearing on your surroundings, it's time to move the submarine. Yes, Captain! Steering is controlled by the display module in the middle, which utilizes modern touchscreen and autopilot technologies. By default, the autopilot will try to maintain the submarine's position. By touching and clicking on the screen, the autopilot's target position will change to indicate, okay. Furthermore, the autopilot has information on outpost locations. It attempts to automatically navigate to predefined positions. This system, however, is neither infallible nor as quick as manual steering. Got it. It's like Outer Wilds, right? If you like trust autopilot with all your heart and soul, you will be thrown into the sun, right? Is that about the Barotrauma chads in chat? Like, is that correct? Like, it's useful, but if you trust it with all your heart and soul, it will throw you into the sun. Autopilot is only useful for staying still. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Speaking of manual steering, this is the preferred option for those who want more control over their submarine. By touching and clicking the screen, you set the submarine's target velocity. Stay silent. Got it. For example, if you want your submarine to move slowly to the right, you touch slightly to the right above the submarine's current position. If you want to rise up quickly, you touch far above. Oh, okay. Are you ready to give it a try? Yes, Captain! Trick question. No, you're not. Oh, shit. I failed. I'm gonna get an F in Captain School. A submarine is usually docked while idle to prevent it from drifting and using fuel. First, you'll need to undock using the big red undock button. Easy, right? Now let's try it out. Yes, Captain! Shuttle navigation terminal. Ah. Understood. What the fuck? Ah, I see. Ah, I see. I understand. You can go up. What the fuck is going on? And then autopilot will like correct and then you just park. Ah. To dock, align the docking hatches marked in green. Press dock once the button flashes. No. Dock. Close the interface with the right mouse. Not bad, cadet. You are ready to be a helmsman now, but being a captain is more than that. Yes, Captain! You cannot run a large submarine by yourself. You need a crew. And a crew needs someone to lead them, or they will stumble around like headless chickens. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Wait, they wouldn't. Never mind. As captain, you're responsible for leading your crew, so you'll have to issue orders to them, meaning you'll need to know what needs doing. That's where the status monitor comes in. With the status monitor, you can see where the submarine is in need of repairs. You can mark these rooms with tasks and pray that there's someone competent enough to perform them. Don't skip the praying part. Status monitor, you can see what, okay. If you don't want shit to break down in the first place, though, you'll have to tell your crew to keep it all in good order. That means issuing them orders from the get-go. Huh. Let's try out let's try it out on an actual submarine, shall we? The other cadets ought to be ready by now. Follow me. Yes, Captain. Oh, fuck. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. He's too fast. He's too fast for me. He's like literally too fast for me. He's like a god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Excuse me? Okay. Open the command interface with the middle mouse? Oh. Wait, what? Operate, maintenance, movement, emergency. Operate. Reactor. The reactor! The reactor! That's the thing where I put in too much nuclear fuel and like we blew up, right? A reactor Andy? Okay. Power up. Great. Remember, the captain should command respect and obedience. That's why they usually carry a firearm. Our last engineer, Stevie Doolittle said, "What are you gonna do? Shoot me?" Haha. His cousin didn't stick around long after that. Anyways, let's order some maintenance, shall we? Yes, Captain. Order leaks to be fixed. So you do the middle mouse. Maintenance. Repair. Fix leaks. Load items. Repair. Clean up. What? What? Order electrical devices to be fixed. Order mechanical devices to be repaired. And no, you won't be given a firearm yet. You'll have to complete your education first. Your edumacation, I understand. Let's get on with it, shall we? Honk, mother! Knows you'll need it. Speaking of firearms, it's time to get to the sub-weapons operational. Ooh. What the fuck is a honk mother? What the fuck is a honk mother? The honk mother is the clown goddess. Honk mother is the god deity of the clowns. Honk mother is a clown MILF. Oh man. Sign me up. Make me a deacon. Alright. Yes, Captain. Order the bottom turret to be activated. Operate. Operate weapons. Clussy indeed. That covers the basics. Now the real test. Undock from the station, get us to the next outpost, and you'll be done and graduated. Good luck, cadet. Oh my god. How is Lando doing this? Outpost 300 meters. Okay. Directional ping. Okay. Undock. Okay. What the f- We're approaching very quickly. Is that the outpost? Autopilot. Okay. Okay. Autopilot. Dock. Dock. Dock, you freaking... Dock. Woo! Lando was so right about 3 pixels in PG. This game looks way above my brain cell pay grade. Kiari, can I like try to sell it to you? Like, I feel like it's like stupid for like a newbie to try to sell it to a newbie. But I honestly think like the trick to these style of games is to like take it like one step at a time. I think. And so like fail fast and often. I don't know how to describe it. Honestly, this game does look interesting. I might try it as well. I'm kind of like in love with it. Is there a tutorial to running the fission reactor? I might do all of the tutorials. And then I'll call it, and then I'll be like better equipped to play. Hopefully with Lando, but I don't know if he's gonna like the game. I kind of think like Stardew Valley is like a banging game for us. I don't know. Why no live model? You know, I'm just Orb right now. You've done the roles tutorial? Yeah. Okay. And a game with banging? Do you guys have bets on like who Lando is gonna try to seduce? I don't know if they added more like marriageable options in Stardew Valley. The last one that I knew was Shane and Alex, because they look like Blake. The guy that looks like him. Could you imagine if he goes after Harvey, Sebastian, Abigail, Linus? Could you marry Linus? I absolutely will not marry Lando. Absolutely not. It's not gonna happen. If I lose my wizard powers, I'm completely undefended. I am powerless. I'm like Samson and Lando is like Delilah. Abso-freaking-lutely not. He can try his best, but he's not gonna get these lovely lumps. Never. Not now. No. Not ever. But you proposed like 5 times. You're reading into it too much. I know there's people out there that are like reading into it too much. Sometimes a ring is just a ring, right? Sometimes a ring is just a ring. Okay? The long con! Prenup. Okay. Oh, how's the floating dude? I skipped the tutorial. Yeah. Let's try the engineer. We'll do it in a row. What about that moment in the cockpit last Barotrauma sesh? People tried to warn me about it, but I didn't see it, and if I don't see it, then it's not an issue, right? If I didn't see it, it's not an issue. The engineer operates a nuclear reactor to generate power and maintains electrical devices. Skilled engineers can add custom functionality to submarines with custom wiring and signal. What the heck? So it's not just. Oh, okay. Yeah, start the tutorial. Hey dude, the teacher's ready for you. On my way. I think you not being aware is the issue. You can jerry-rig your sub. Is engineer some redstone wizardry? Hopefully not. I can't do it. Did you show him your spear? I did. I showed him my spear propped up against my bed. Like there's a space between my dresser and my bed, and the spear was propped up right in between for like easy grabbing, just in case there's like an invader, right? And then I could just stab them from my bed. And he said, absolutely not, you'll cut your own head off. Like do not put the spear there, you'll cut your head off. Yeah. Anyway. Kaylee Fryer? I'm Chief Engineer Fryer, but please call me Kaylee. The reactor room is the heart of where the submarine resides. As long as there's electrical juices flowing through the wires, there's life in the submarine. It and the electricity all originates from this beauty right here. It's spicy. At one point, you unwired the engineer's and scuttled yourself without realizing it. Understood. While nuclear reactor may sound scary because of the whole invisible radiation thing, there's actually nothing to worry about. Operating reactors is relatively safe. Relative to the other way more dangers that is, the reactor room is usually quite well protected and it's centrally located. One thing to keep in mind, and I will stress this, do not insert every fuel rod you have in your storage into the reactor all at once. Well then why would you add? Why? Kaylee, I'm gonna level with you. I see a hole, I'm gonna stick something into it, right? If you don't want me to stick something into the hole, why design the hole in the first place? Just have one hole. You have 4 holes. I have 4 fuel rods. Why not just one hole? Just why? Like, why? Can I ask you, alright, like, Barotrauma chats, can I ask you, like, is there a reason to add multiple, like, holes to put in the fuel rod? Like, is there a reason? Yes, extra speed. It's complicated. 2 is safe with proper reactor control. Then why not just have 2 holes, right? Why are there 4 holes? How dare you call me a Coomer? How dare you? If you can safely add 2 with proper control, there should only be 2 holes. I will never stop saying holes. I defy you. If I had a choice between losing every random night except my mods and being able to say hole as I please at will 50 times a minute and like never saying holes ever again and keeping all of my buddies I see here, I would rather just hang out with my mods. I will never stop saying hole. Bonus holes, exactly. Okay, let's leave. I like, it's a legitimate question though. Like, if the maximum safe fuel rods that you could have in the reactor is 2, then why did they add, there were 4 of them, right? I added 4 fuel rods and I blew up the ship. Is there like an actual reason? Is there a situation where you would add 4? I guess that's the question. Is there a situation where you would add 4? It's for very big subs. Someone gave a genuinely good answer. Where? There are wiring schematics that let you run all 4 safely. Besides that, it's a bit of trolling. You know what? I respect the if it's like, if the developers of this like amazing game were like, we just want to troll people, I can respect that, because like I am kind of a troll. I can kind of respect that. Trader hot swapping overclocking. You can hot swap. In case there are 2 bored dudes that want to stick it in. No, you don't. It's not economical. Have you seen the clown spec? I have not. I've played maybe about like an hour and a half of this game. Bigger subs take more power, and in the late game there are dangers that drain massive power and require more rods to overcome. Ah! It's like a Minox situation, right? There are like Minox in this game that'll like attach to the ship and drain power. And in order to like counter the Minox, you need to like put in more fuel rods temporarily to get enough power to like leave the little cave that you're hiding in. Understood. Okay. So there are reasons to do it. You can also go in other ships and overload their fuel rods. That's incredible. I love it. Just pause time like an FTL. Can you pause in this game? One thing to keep in mind, and I will stress this, do not... Oh, yeah. Really do not. Each fuel rod increases the amount of heat generated by the reactor. Too much heat means a fire will start. Eventually, a full-blown meltdown will trigger, and kaboom. At least it's a quick death. Sherby's getting captured by pirates. Understood. For now, I'm just gonna hand you 1 fuel rod. Let me show you how to insert it. Okay. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Come to visit you again. Interact with the reactor, then drag the fuel rod into the slot on the left. The temperature of the reactor, optimal. Load is the amount of power the reactor is turned off. Turn it on. Hold on. When automatic control is on, the reactor will operate itself automatically. However, it reacts to power fluctuations slower than a human operator would be able to. Put the reactor in, yeah. Fission rate controls the amount of heat generated, and turbine output controls the amount of power generated from the heat. Try to keep both needles on the green. Oh. Load is the amount of power the submarine is currently consuming, and output is the amount the reactor is currently generating. The output should be kept as close to the load as possible. I understand. Keep your load close to the output. Got it. This is automatic control. Okay. 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 A basic startup of the nuclear reactor looks like this. One non-empty fuel rod inserted. Power button pressed. Okay. Automatic control toggled on. Sounds simple enough. Give it a try then. Don't be shy. Okay. Boom. Excuse me. Okay. Paul! Paul is dead. Paul is dead. This tech feels pretty low level considering humanity colonized Europe in this. I love the idea of like historically lost technology because of like resources, right? Like they needed like something to get that far and then they ran out of that something so they can't get back, right? And like they have a full historical record of it. So cool. So cool. Oh shit, press F. Great job, you're natural. Now we have power. Look at all the lights turning. That was all you. That was easy enough. Aha! Getting confident, are we? Well, let's switch over to manual control then. Understood. In manual control, you're using two controls. The first one on the left is the fission rate, and the second on the right is the turbine output. These, right? Increase the fission rate makes the reactor consume more fuel and generate more heat. The heat is used to spin the turbine, which generates electricity. Understood. The higher the turbine output, the more the reactor attempts to generate electricity. If the output is too high relative to the fission rate, the reactor will cool down. Too low and it'll overheat. Okay. It all boils down to keep the left gauge in the green, keep the right gauge in the green. Then why bother with manual at all? Great question. Ever been on a submarine and the lights suddenly turned off? That probably meant the reactor was on automatic control and the captain did some sudden maneuvering. Auto is much slower to react to and compensate for higher power needs than manual control is. Oh. So when like every crew member is like gaming on like a 4090, the power rate will like spike, right? And you need to like up the or like there'll be like a power drop and then people like will want to kill you, right? I understand. Switch to manual control. Oh fuck. I see. Oh, this is like kind of tough. Oh, it's a wiggly boy. Oh, it's a wiggly boy. It's a wiggly boy. Stop wiggling. Stop wiggling. Stop. Stop. Stop wiggling. Stop. 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 Good job. Let's move on to the next. Hey, hey, with your shirt. Hey, I'm watching you. You motherfucker. Oh, you little fucker. Oh, you little. Oh, I hate you. With every fiber of my being, I hate you. I understand. It's like fishing. It's like Stardew Valley fishing. Let's move on to the next room. Autopilot. Okay. He's gonna blow up the sub. But first, turn on the automatic control. It's important to leave the reactor on manual, not to leave it on manual when it's unattended. Got it. Okay. I think we're all done with the reactor now. Follow me. Understood. A little wiggle outside the orange. I think it's okay. It's about sustained damage. Nothing can be harder than Stardew Valley fishing. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Electrical. There's things buzzing around here, aren't they? Don't be intimidated by the wires. They're doing exactly what they need to. I made sure of it. Understood. This room is usually filled with junction boxes. All of the power from the reactor needs to be distributed. That's where the JBs, or junction boxes, come in. When junction boxes break down and they will, the devices connected will cease to function. Your job is to keep that from happening. Can't they, like, not break? Good question. Some skilled engineers at Outpost can make devices more damage resistant, but let's forget about that for now. Got it. Most captains are the rough, breaky types of captains. They prefer to accelerate at maximum power for a few seconds, then completely idle the submarine for the next minute for a cigar break. These power fluctuations are what damages the sub's electric. Oh, so what I was doing was like damaging the ship. You gotta tap it in. You just gotta tap it in. Okay. Got it. The other thing is water, of course. Electricity and water don't mix well, so anytime water leaks into the submarine, they will be damaged. So just sit here with my screwdriver for the whole trip. Pretty much. Except once you learn how to fast repair, you'll have a lot of time for other things. Let me show you. What is fast repair? Interact with the junction. This? Ow! Fast repair is what you kind of accidentally learn. Quick repair and get you... Okay. Now try to time clicking the repair button. Click when the moving line hits the color area of the bar. I see. So you can play it safer, you can get closer to the yeah. That went okay, but think I look, this one's light is still off. Why is that? It's because I removed a wire connecting the junction box to the lamp, but I have it right here. I just need you to connect it. How? All you need is a screwdriver in one hand and a wire in the other. Let me show you. Sure. Rewire the junction box with E. Rewire. Attach the wire to the power connector. Close the current, then rewire the lamp with E. What? E. Ha! Huh. Awesome job. That covers all of the basics of engineering. The rest you could learn on your trips. You were a lovely student. Hope to see you around. Thank you, Kaylee. What am I doing? I look like I'm humping air. Restart. He's throwing it back. All right, press any key. Skip tutorial. Yeah. Mechanic. Maintains the mechanical devices such as the engine and the pumps to keep the submarine moving smoothly. Additionally, any leaks in the hull are typically fixed by mechanics as they have superior welding skills. Got it. Move into the room on the right to continue. Point and laugh at the Coomer orb. Start tutorial. Okay, dude. Teacher's ready for you. Okay. Amos! Hi, I'm Amos. I'm the mechanic around here. I'm going to teach you how to care for your submarine. Remember, if you take care of her, she'll take care of you. This right here is the engine room. It houses the engine. Every submarine has one. The engine moves the submarine forwards and backwards. Understood. The engine is a mechanical device. You will be a mechanic. You will take care of mechanical devices. Understood. This thing is making funny noises or smoking. You take a wrench and you fix it. Here's a wrench. If you could dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Repair the engine. Boom. 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 What the fuck? Diving mask. Got it. Iron ore. Yoink. Down this ladder and through the hatch is a ballast tank. The ballast tank fills up with water when the submarine needs to go down. I understand the basics of ballast because I've watched a couple of YouTube videos. Inside, a pump forces water in or out. If the pump breaks down, you get in there and you fix it. Since usually there's water in the ballast tank, it helps have some diving tools on you. You still got that wrench? Yep. Okay. Not bad, Cub. Follow me. We'll do some fabricating next. Oh, he's gonna know that I yoinked the ore. Oh, he's gonna know that I yoinked the ore. Put it back. The engineering room is where you can find the fabrication and deconstruction devices. Not all submarines have them, but most outposts and stations do. And you could go onto the station? You could go onto the station? What? You can use them for free. Understood. Fabricating new items with the fabricator is easy. You just put in some basic ingredients, select a blueprint or recipe, and press the button. You got yourself some brand new toys. Okay. Deconstructing is even easier. You put in some item, plant or mineral, and you get basic materials back. Do note that you'll lose some materials in the process. Got it. How about you make your own wrench? There's some iron ore in the cabinet. You'll need to refine it in the deconstructor first. Which cabinet, Amos? You might need to be a little more specific. I don't know what you're talking about when you say iron ore and cabinet. This right here? This? What you're standing next to? The medium steel cabinet? Ah! The iron ore. I have totally never seen this before, and I will now pick it up, thus removing the ability for you to realize that it's not where you put it down this morning, and it has been tampered with. It is now in my pocket, as you can see. The submarine must grow. What do I create? Deconstruct the iron ore. Wait. Uh-oh. Understood. Deconstruct. Okay. Can be used in the manufacture of simple tools or refined into steel by mixing it with carbon. Fabricate a wrench. Gesternario. This is Barotrauma, which is an incredible game. It's actually pretty damn amazing. Okay. You can keep that one if you want, Cub. Anyways, almost done. Last room and then some beer. Thanks, Chief. This is the oxygen generator compartment, typically quite small but also rather important as they keep people breathing. Why does the NPC call you a cub? I think our instructor might be a furry. I think our instructor might be a furry. Which I'm like kind of okay with. Not only am I, like, I feel like that's an understatement. Not only am I okay with it, I'm like kind of interested, right? Kind of. Anyway. Understood. Just remember to check up on it and repair it. If you've got time to spare, use it to fill up depleted... What? How about you put your oxygen tank in there and call it a day? Oh, shit. Interact with it. Good job, Cub. You made it through. Keep your tools sorted and your workplace tidy, and let's get that beer now. At least he's not calling you little kitten. Some days I wouldn't mind being called little kitten. Not usually. I think not even once a month, but some days, right? What's wrong with being called a kitten? I don't know. I mean, real? Yeah, like if you're having a hard day, right? Just let us know, Randon. It's not right now. No, Lil Zilla, not right now. I don't want to be called that. Diving lockers tend to have spots underneath them that can refill O2 tanks. Oh. Okay. I kind of like this tutorial. I like typically don't like tutorials, but this is like kind of cool. I feel like it's very like atmospheric. They're not really teaching me anything about the setting, the world, but I feel like I'm becoming more like acclimated to the setting. It's like kind of good. My roommate keeps telling me about a Victorian era game called Poor Pussy where a fully grown man pretends to be a cat. Huh. Lando, good morning. Have you learned why we failed so miserably yet? All right, Lando, these are the two things that I learned. You actually had the hardest job. By far, the captain was the most difficult job that I've seen. So, like, kudos to you. Like, I think you did a really good job. You did a really good job as the captain and the pilot. I think that's the hardest job. And then 2, yeah, there's a lot of shit that we don't know about this game. There's like a lot of, there's another professor here. Hello, welcome. It was a fucking piece. Skip the tutorial. Okay, what are we doing? Security? Medic? We'll do security. I'm not gonna do medic because I should do medic. Okay. The captain's job is 100% dependent on the crew. So furries are talked about for 5 minutes and Lando pops up? Kind of. Kind of. Hello. Hello. Someone in chat said captain medic are 2 that you should do if you do any. Okay, so I should do the medic. Okay. External, internal threats with the combination of ship-mounted and handheld weapons and the skills to use them to the first line of defense. Okay, so if you want to be a gunner, you should be the security officer. Okay. Let's just do the medic and then we'll call it, okay? Yo, Lando, the tier list took a long time and I think you had the right call. It might have been like a minor mistake to have done that tier list because it got like really dark. It got really dark. I didn't see one of them was like, oh no, I can't say that one out loud. Yeah, no shit. What did you expect? I don't know. I don't know what I expect. I thought it would be funny. What is S tier? The S tier for me, the S tier for me was was getting disintegrated. It was like S tier. The Medusa one was S tier as well too, because I was saying that like I would like as soon as the Medusa, like basically I would not be facing Medusa, I would drop trowel, then start like jerking it and then turn around and let like Medusa petrify me while I was like jerking it. And then I would be like a stone statue of like an orc jerking it. It would be funnier if I could get petrified like mid-rope, right? Mid-shot. And the shot also got petrified, so it's like, damn. Got some range on that, right? Got some range on that. Yeah. She got you mid-release. Would it be rock? See, that's my thing. I think it would be like still attached, so it would be like extending, and you could ostensibly just like break it off, right? Because it would be a very thin strand of rock, and then right, and then like you're holding rock, but like it used to be something else, right? The range streamer. Okay, we'll move on. That's fine. I don't want to do security stream. I'll do the medic. Excuse me? Here we go. Okay. The psychic like bro. He should work with liquid because it's 80% of what humans are. See, we have a scientist. We have a scientist among us, right? Okay. We need to bully you some more. Mr. Twitch, that's him. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Ha 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 ha. He said among us. The medical doctor treats the ailments of the crew. This ranges from bandaging small wounds to administering drugs. In a worst case scenario, fallen crew members can be saved with CPR. Okay. Start the tutorial. Oh, hey, dude, teacher's ready for you. Got it. Doctor, are you sure this will work? I have no idea. This orc is more unhinged than I expected. I'm sorry. I'm just like happy to be back. So like, I'm sorry. I'll dial it in. Don't worry about it. I'll dial it in. You're here. Great. My name is Dr. James Beam, and I'll be guiding your hand today. What's your name again? Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's just get on with it. My head is absolutely throbbing. The med bay is where the medical items and treatments are stored. If a submarine has a medical fabricator, it's usually situated here. Some med bays are also equipped with beds for patients to rest in. The space is limited in submarines. Some vessels opt to do without a dedicated med bay. Got it. Medical is actually very important, and it seems tricky at first, but it's actually simple. Okay, okay, but it's like super important, right? It's super important. I'm watching you. I will eat your most valuable and favorite thing. What's my most valuable and favorite thing? I can't see anything right now. The spear can be replaced. The spear only costs like $120. The bike is significantly more expensive. It's like a couple $1,000s. But that can also be replaced by money. The thing is, like, the most precious and favorite and valuable thing is the thing that you cannot replace with money, right? Randonites are up there. You can't really replace a Randonite. It's okay if a Randonite like moves on. You get busy, you find somebody that's more your speed, that's perfectly okay, but I do think that like if they pass, that's like irreplaceable, right? A soul? Like the jury's out on like what is it? Does it exist? You can what like can't you replace? I hate you too, bro. All right. Let's do the tutorial and then end. The med bay is where medical items and treatments are stored. If a submarine has a medical... Oh, wait, I already said that, yeah. Keep it down, will you? Grab some morphine for me. Done and done. You can find it in the cabinet over there. There's a standard medical cabinet. You can find this on board. Oh, baby. Okay, bring it here. It's too late. I've already administered all 3 syrettes to my, like, legs. It's too late. They're all gone. It's like, I turn around to get the morphine out of, like, the cabinet, and he's like, good, bring it over here. And I turn around, and they're, like, sticking out of my head already, right? They're sticking out of my head already. Just highlight me with your mouse and press H to enter my health interface. Okay, fine. H. This is the health interface. Choose a body part to see the afflictions affecting that part. Drag medical items from your inventory to administer them to the body part. You have a concussion? This patient seems disoriented and has trouble focusing their eyes. A heavy concussion. This guy has a concussy. Why am I holding you by the elbow? That takes care of my headache, but the shakes are still there. We don't have any naloxone left, do we? You'll just have to make some. First, find some morphine and stabilizine. Understood. You can make medicine in the medical fabricator, just like a regular fabricator. It creates new items out of materials that you feed it. Try it out. Understood. Naloxone. Okay. Recommended medical level 23. Required time. Okay. Create one. Take the fabricated. Okay. Remember H to view my health interface. The sooner the better. Understood. Ah, okay. Nausea. Okay. Did it work? Oh, fuck! It's about all you can do for me right now. If you want to be of more use, tend to the patients next door and turn off the lights. I'm gonna rest my eyes a bit. Bro, you just fucking vommed all over me. Lando, did you see that shit? I just got like vommed on. What? I need something to take the edge off. Can I administer morphine to myself? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're professionals. I probably need all of these, right? I probably need... Oh, fine, fine, fine. There's several patients here, each with a different affliction. To find out what ails them, I'll give you this health scanner heads-up display. It will display what their issue is before you can see by yourself. Understood. When treating a patient, the health interface will suggest treatments at the bottom. Simply clicking on a suggestion will apply it, but you can also manually drag... Oh, okay. Got it. Equip it. Burns are commonly sustained from explosions and electric shocks. Bandages and plasticine are typical treatments. Burns are also limb specific, which means you'll have to apply the cure to the correct limb. Got it. Ah, okay. Psychosis is usually inflicted by otherworldly sources. It is treated with haloperidol. Understood. Give the patient morphine? If I'm supposed to give this patient morphine, he seems okay, right? So maybe I could... Maybe I could like... Okay. I can't move. How come I can't move? Uh-oh. I might have made a... I'm in bed? How do I get out of bed? Oh, there we go. Okay. Randy, can I please order a full serving? Praise the Hawk Mother. Heal. Uh-oh. Okay. Well done. There's one more thing you need to learn, and that's how to perform CPR. When someone sustains enough damage, they enter a critical state. In this state, they're immobile and will perish if they don't receive immediate aid. Understood. To resuscitate someone before they die, open their health interface. This. Press the perform CPR button. If you're successful, the patient will be stabilized. Note that the resuscitation often takes time. Got it. Come back to the med bay. There's a patient in here in need of CPR. Take your time, though. He's only pretending this time. Heal. Where's this CPR button? Ah. What the fuck? That ain't right. What the fuck? What the fuck? Good job, coffee's on me. Restart. Let's do the security officer, okay? One morphine for me, one for you. 6 for me, 1 for you. Next time, mount his hips and not his neck. Skip to tutorial. Let's do security. Security officer, yeah. Got it. First line of, you got it. Start tutorial. On my way. Excuse me. Stand with your back straight, recruit. I'll teach you to shoot, stab, and sink your enemies. My name is Officer Perez. You might as well forget it for now, since you'll address me only as ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Welcome to the armory. Every crew needs an armory to store their weapons, preferably one that's secured by a locked door to prevent the munitions from falling into the wrong hands. Armories are often situated near the command room and or the gunnery department. In lieu of armories, secure cabinets are sometimes used to store handheld weaponry. Yes, ma'am. Being such a quick learner, you might last longer than most. First of all, equip yourself with body armor. You can find some in that cabinet. Follow the stink of sweat. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Body armor. The body armor. Good. I think it was Recruit Miller who died in that armor. A bright young man, but the worst aim you ever saw. Now get a gun and ammo from that rack. Make sure it's loaded by hovering your mouse over it. Understood. It's not loaded. Management wants me to remind you about trigger discipline at this point. Now that that's done with, let's get to shooting. We're fresh out of clouds. So you'll have to make do with the husk. Proceed to the... What? Enemies that manage to board your submarine are usually weak enough to be dispatched with handheld weapons. Husks can infect humans with a deadly parasite, but this one is safely contained in the range. Kill it. Yes, ma'am. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Sorry, random buddy, but it's past 3 a.m. here. I'm gonna faint now. No problem, because I'm basically done. I'm gonna do this tutorial, and then I'm gonna call it. So thank you for watching. A husk is essentially a zombie. Oh. Nice shooting. You beat Miller's record. Let's find you something bigger to shoot. Proceed to the coil gun loader. Yes, ma'am. When can I sub to the channel? I don't know yet. I feel like I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing right now. Soon. It'll be soon. Don't worry about it. Just hang out with me. That's all I want. Here's the gunnery. From here, you'll be able to control various weapons situated on the hull of your submarine. Understood? Submarine weaponry consists of several devices. Along with the turret itself, you'll find a loader, a supercapacitor, and a periscope. Understood. A loader should have ammunition compatible with the weapon that it's linked to. Load some coil gun ammunition to this one. Yes, ma'am. This I understand. Supercapacitors provide power to the weapons. Turn this one on by cranking the dial. The higher it is, the faster your weapons charge. Just be careful. On red, it starts to overload. Oh. I mean, right? Is there a reason not to... Good one. Now I can sleep better at night. Unlike Recruit Miller. Yo, why is Perez roasting Miller so hard? Rip in peace, Miller. Why is Miller getting rip in peace? Like, what's going on? If Miller didn't want to get roasted, he shouldn't have died. Miller's skill issue. Letting you know that if you screw up, you're gonna get roasted for all eternity too. Ah. Understood. Alright, I think I finished the tutorial. Woo! Thank you, Bumblebee girl. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I think we're done here. I'm ready to play like Barotrauma with the absolute minimum required to play this game. I hope Lando can play this with me. I think it's fun. If not, I'll just play single player. Maybe I can find someone else to play with too. I don't know. But I think I'm just gonna call it here and get some food. I actually didn't eat breakfast yet, so it's like lunchtime now, right? Yeah, it's time to get lunch. Let's go hang out. Ah. Lexi, thank you for the raid. I'm just about done. I'm gonna go eat lunch. What you eating? I don't want some noodles. Whether it's like pasta or some other type of like soup noodle, I'm feeling noodles right now. Yeah. Okay. Let's check it out. Okay. Let's do it. Why all caps? Excuse me? Why all caps? Dr. Hakase. Do you guys know Dr. Hakase? Doctor, are you sure this will work? Like, let's go check out what Doc is up to, and then we'll call it. I don't know what he's up to. Like, I actually have like no idea what he's up to. I love it. All right, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm like a little less than 50% sure I'll stream tomorrow. I might. I'm like, it's depending on like my physical condition. I might stream tomorrow, I might not. I think Tuesday might be my day off from going from here on forward, but like, I'm just really excited to be back. So I might stream tomorrow, but Tuesday will be my day off. So don't expect me to stream, but be like surprised, hopefully pleasantly surprised if I do stream, right? Yeah. Okay, everybody, take care. Go say hi to Hakase for me. And yeah, I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Definitely Wednesday, but maybe tomorrow as well. All right, take care, everybody. Goodbye. And now, the YouTube audience. Take care, everybody. I have to like manually like end this one. It's interesting. Okay, take care. Goodbye.